Yuki and John's Patreon birth.
I like dog more than cat.
Oh, you like dogs more than cats?
I'm a dog person. I mean, I don't hate the cat, but I just saying I like dog more than cat.
You like dogs more than cats. Why? Because they have sympathy for you, and when you come home, they feel.
No, the dog. Cats are more independent than dog.
That's true.
So
You could just leave a plate of food out for a cat, and they'll
Right.
live forever.
But you can't do that to dog. You have to walk them, or it's not like throwing a food and then put those toilet pond, and dog can't take care of themselves.
No, the dog won't know what the hell hit him if he's gone.
Yeah.
If you're gone for more than 3 hours, the dog has a panic attack.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you chew those pillows, and then they messed up the sofa. But the cat, you go 1 week, as long as you have those feeding machine and water, then toilet, they're fine. So,
Yeah, they could. Sometimes actually, cats are really interesting. I've observed some cats, and they know exactly how much they like to eat, and then they don't overeat. They're very dainty. They know what they want. Dog will eat until it dies.
Yeah, they don't control. They just
They cannot
eat.
control.
Yeah,
There's no
they-
regulation. They don't go,
Right,
I'm full, I'm
right.
good. No, they're like more.
Yeah.
That's insane. So dogs are crazy.
Yeah.
I like both. I have had both. I've enjoyed my time with both, but I'll be honest, I had I think we talked about Bernie once. He was pretty hard to live with because he was very angry with anybody who came over the house.
Oh, really?
Anytime somebody would come over the house, he'd be like, and try to bite their nuts, and it was wild. It was hard to. And I had always known people who had like shitty dogs, and I was like, I would never want a shitty dog. But when you live with a shitty dog, sometimes it's just uncontrollable. It's their breed or their wiring, and they just want to fucking kill. All right, today's episode is all about pets. We're going to talk about just pets. Yuki, what are some pets that you've had in your life?
Well, I mean, when I was a kid, always dog.
Really? How many dogs have you had?
1, 2, 5 dogs.
5?
Well, not the once. One,
okay.
One at a time.
One at a time,
Then
each
die,
one-
get
yeah.
another one, die, get another
Wow. What kind of dogs?
one. Shiba, but not 100%.
Sheep?
Shiba.
What's that?
The Shiba dog is like a Japanese dog.
Oh, I don't know what they look like. They're like what are they? Furry? Are they fluffy? Are they hairy?
Just the regular
Small?
brown small dog.
Really? And they were friendly.
Definitely, yeah.
Were they friendly to strangers or just the family?
Well, the friendly to anybody unless you're a criminal. They can.
Unless a criminal comes in, they destroy.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing how dogs just like sort of instinctively know when somebody's a
The
crook?
dog can tell good person than bad person, I think.
Yeah, I think that they can. It's a wild time. What about so you had never had a cat?
No.
Oh.
But I had the fish.
Fish? What kind of fish?
The tropical fish. I had guppy and then those, all kinds of
Guppies?
angelfish.
Oh, no, yeah. I used to have guppies too. Yeah. Tropical fish?
Tropical fish, yeah.
I had goldfish for a very long time.
Goldfish is easy,
Easy.
They just, you don't need the temperature control. But the tropical fish is difficult.
Right, you have to constantly change the water, regulate the temperature. Sometimes they don't like the rocks that are at the bottom and all sorts of reasons. Yeah, goldfish, I sort of just threw them in, and they just lived in harmony.
Yeah,
and I had them for like 5 years.
They live long though.
Unfortunately, so I had 3, and 2. Most of them lasted for the 5 years. One of them died a little bit before. It was Pokey, I called him, because he had polka dots all over him. He died early. Then there was 2 other ones. One of them died right before I moved. Then I was moving from my my house as a kid, and I put it in a transfer thing. But for some reason, somebody put a turtle in with my. I didn't know. So I think it was my brother or somebody there was a small turtle, and I'm talking like really small that they had.
But he ate it?
the fucking turtle went nuts and killed the goldfish.
Just to kill or ate it?
It slashed it open. It must have been biting at it, and it was dead. And I was very upset because it was like a new adventure moving, and I thought, oh, we're gonna live together in harmony. And yep. And then I had gotten a few other goldfish, and they lived a pretty long time, and then they were gone. And then I stopped because, even though goldfish are easy, you still have to clean the tank because algae grows, and if you don't have one of those algae eaters, the whole thing turns green, and it's gross, and it's really hard to like clean a goldfish tank, especially one of the big ones that I had, because you have to like take them out, make sure that the temperature's right, before you put them in the actual water. It takes forever.
If you have pond or something, in your yard, that's easy. They live like 100 years.
Yeah, because they could eat the bugs. They could eat the things, whatever is out there in the nature, and they kind of just takes care of itself.
Yes.
In like a little ecosystem. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish. I kind of regret the way that it ended with those. But one time I flushed one of them, and I left the room, and then my mother went to the bathroom, and I heard her scream. Because it didn't go all the way down to flush. It was just floating in the top. So she went to go, use the bathroom. Yeah. It was sad. What other kinds of animals did you have pets?
I had a hamster once.
Oh, what was it named?
There was no name.
You didn't name it?
No.
Maybe that's why it ended it all, because it didn't have a name. Every animal needs a name, Yuki.
Okay, well, I just had it.
You just had it?
Yeah.
What it did you have like a big cage for it?
Yeah, just not big cage, like this big. And I had two of them.
Two of them?
And then
two unnamed hamster.
But one ate the other.
What? Did it ate it?
Ate it.
How does it eat it?
I mean, it was that. So, I moved, those straw and then just
ripped apart?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. I didn't know
well, I mean, they didn't eat maybe, but just, beat it.
They had a fight and it bit it.
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks. So Hamster 1 versus Hamster 2. Right. Hamster 2 came out victorious. Did it have a wheel in there? Did you put a wheel in there?
Yeah.
They love running on that wheel. I think that's really funny. Yeah, they run around. I love it when the hamsters are like sucking from the water jug. Those water things. I think that's really funny. That was the best part. I had hamsters too, or actually, my brother had hamsters, and I forgot what he called them. Like probably like a Ninja Turtle name, like Donatello or something. And unfortunately, one of them died from wet tail. You know what wet tail is? It's like they get this disease that turns them wet. They like turn wet, and their like coat like goes wet, and then they die from like sickness.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the other one just disappeared. I think my mother just was like had enough, and she let it loose in the yard.
Oh. Yeah, otherwise, how could he leave?
Yeah, it was like all of a sudden he's not in the tank. We're like, where did he go? And then somebody, I think my father suggested, oh, maybe he got into the walls somehow. Like what are that? And but I think my mother just like no offense to my mom, she was great, or she gave it away. I don't know. Same thing with like I had a chameleon. And I would have to feed it crickets and stuff like that. And I kind of liked watching it eat the crickets. But I also didn't like handling the crickets.
Yeah.
So it was like very hard. And I had it for a while, and then all of a sudden it was just gone.
Yeah, mom did it.
She had to give it away or something, yeah.
So every time, like, where did it go? Those
I'd be like, where'd it go? They'd be like, oh, it escaped. It had a prison break.
She never come in the conversation. No, I think she did it. She looks suspicious.
Yeah. So but I know that she wouldn't just kill it. She probably gave it to somebody else or whatever would happen. Something that was cool in my town, I lived in Floral Park, which is on the border of the Belmont racetrack. And in the Belmont racetrack, there's lots of land because Belmont is like a horse track. They also have like the stables for all the horses, the practice fields. But there was a lot of woodlands there. Not a lot, but enough to be cool. And there was a big pond in there. And I would go there and catch tadpoles. and I would take those tadpoles, bring them home, put them in a tank, and watch them grow into frogs.
Oh.
It was amazing. So you watch the tadpole, and it's just a little tadpole, and all of a sudden, a week later, small legs are like popping out, little frog legs, but it's still a tadpole.
Oh.
And then slowly it morphs into a frog that's like fully formed, sitting on a log, just like, hey, I'm a frog now.
Wow.
Yeah, and those things were cool because I left the tank outside, so we would like find bugs and put them in, or like bugs would fly in, and they just survived that way.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really cool. Then eventually we got rid of them because it was just like we were done, you know.
I have a tropical fish, but a friend of mine, he had piranha.
Piranha? How
then-
do you have a piranha
We just
in a tank? Like, what size tank do you need?
well, it depends. It grows, so you just have to keep going. You keep changing the tank too.
Yeah.
But when he bought it, with the tiny one,
Really
but,
tiny.
Become, and then like California, it's illegal, right? Because if you throw in the river or a pond, it grows. But in Japan, it's not illegal. You can buy it and then pet shop.
Oh.
So, and then, God, it's his mom was giving him the fish food. Of course, then God, those picky. They didn't eat the dead.
Oh,
meat.
so it only wants living fish.
Why? So the fish went to her finger.
Did she flip out?
She got bit.
Oh! Did it take off a whole finger?
No,
just a little
but
bit?
it's a tiny one. But she survived. Finger survived.
That fish was like, you keep feeding me these dead fish, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
And then it went, oh my God.
I thought that was funny.
Piranha.
Piranha.
That's scary. Why do you want to keep like a really violent fish in your house?
I don't know. They in Japan they sell piranha. Yeah.
A kid I knew had a ferret. You ever see a ferret?
No.
All right, you know what a ferret is?
No.
A ferret. Okay, so they're those. They look like weasels, and they're those long weasels, and they run around. They're like, they're like. You never saw one? It's like a long animal that like could squeeze around, and it's cute, but it's really small and long. Here, I'll show you a picture of a ferret. But he had a ferret, and that thing would pop up out of nowhere. Like, you'd be sitting there all of a sudden, and it'd be running around the house, and it would, like, crawl up your pant leg. You'd be like, what?
Oh, my God. It's gross.
It was pretty gross. I mean, it was Weird because they let it run around. Ferret. I think that's how you spell it. Ferret. Ferret. Here, this thing. So that thing ran around the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like a possum or a raccoon.
I guess like a smaller version of a possum, but longer. And they're like a little more cute. Like they like to play. They run around, and you could throw things at them, and they catch it or eat it or bite it.
I have seen like a possum carrying like 10 kids.
Oh yeah, they all hang on the sides.
Yeah. I mean, I seen in YouTube, but when I saw it wasn't 10, much less. But I really saw the real one. Like, oh my God, they really do that, huh? Hanging in the mom and then just walking in the fence. There's the only way they can survive, because otherwise, if you don't hang off your mother, how else could you survive in this world? Yeah.
What other exotic pets have you seen? Have you seen anybody like in your life have like a weird pet?
The friend of mine, she had the python.
Oh my God.
Maybe she was eaten by now.
I don't get snake people.
I know. I mean, but just like the video thing, some girls really love python or anaconda, whatever, that giant snake.
Well, yeah, you've told this story before, but I guess in Jersey, right? There was a snake that...
Yeah, so this guy got killed because, snake choked him.
Oh, my God. And then the other snake was starving itself so much.
So, snake can eat the owner. So
yeah.
The snake was sizing...
the human.
Human prey.
Oh, my God. Yeah, exotic animals, I don't get it. Like, I knew somebody who had a peacock. And they were loosely associated with trauma. So they would bring in the peacock to be like, you know, we were going to put it in a movie, but then it passed away, the peacock, unfortunately.
You know that, what's the east side of Pasadena?
Glendale? Glenville? I don't know, actually.
You know that the wild peacock can live in that area.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Topeka Canyon?
But it's just the east side of Pasadena, like a little east of Huntington Park. You driving it.
And the peacocks are just hanging.
And they're just hanging in the... I think it's famous. Just about 10, 15 peacock, just wild peacock, just... if you're lucky, you can see when they're doing...
the bloom.
Yeah.
I love that. When we had the peacock in Troma, it wasn't blooming, but then she brought it another time, like when we were going to film it. Before that, it was in full bloom, and the thing was beautiful. It was like, we left it in the basement and let it walk around or whatever, and it makes little noises, and it recognized its owner. It would be like, so that was awesome, but then when we were going to film it, it was just a small bird. It had no bloom, so you couldn't even tell. Like, what is it? A swan? What is it? It's like it's not a peacock.
Yeah.
Apparently, this woman tried to get that peacock, and you could look it up online. There's articles about she tried to get the peacock onto a plane, and they wouldn't let her have the emotional support peacock. And everybody thought it, because she was a performance artist and everything, and people thought it was like a fake, like she was doing it as a performance art to try to get this peacock on. No, she actually wanted to get the peacock on because she needed to take it to California or something like that. That's a hard life to have a exotic bird that you have to change your whole life for, right? It's hard enough to live as it is, then you have to like compensate your time for this bird.
I don't, but some people they treat pet like more than your own kid.
Oh yeah,
that's stupid or crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I guess it's like, okay, there's something to be said about coming home and having a dog flip out and be happy that you're here and love you and this and that, because most people aren't happy when you come home. Even the ones that love you, they're just like, hey, what's up, and then you go about your day. A dog is like, I couldn't believe that you were gone, I couldn't survive without you, and it like kisses you and loves you and this and that. So there's something emotionally satisfying about that. But what's emotionally satisfying about a bird?
I don't know.
I don't know, right? Like, I when I was really young, we had parakeets, and they were fun to look at. But if you let them out, they just fly away.
Yeah,
they don't care.
Right? They don't care.
They don't give a fuck about you. They don't. You're feeding it, and they're like, okay, they're biding their time, making a prison break. They just want to leave. They just want to fly away.
That's how I don't understand the dog, cat. I understand it. Like, why bird or a snake?
Or a snake. Snake doesn't care.
They don't care.
No, they have no emotion.
You let it go, then go, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a coming back.
No, and even a cat sort of doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like a cat is like, yeah, all right, you're all right. Yeah, pet me. But if you didn't pet it for 2 days, it would forget your name.
Yeah.
It would forget who you are. And hamsters, like, they're cute. They look cute, but really, what do they do for you?
Nothing. Yeah. Only dog. That's why, you know.
Dog is the one that does the most for you.
Yeah.
I watched this documentary called Project NIM, N-I-M, about this team in the 70s that were experimenting and researching about a chimp. And they brought a chimp home to this woman who had like 10 kids and tried to see if the chimp would assimilate itself into a human family, almost as if it were born into this family. And the chimp just fucking, for while it was a baby, it was fine, it was loving, but as it grew up, it acted like a chimp. It would bite people, it would be territorial, it would attack people if it didn't like the way that they were moving. So the chimp remained a chimp. It didn't change its ways to be a human. It was still a chimp.
Yeah.
But it did have emotional ties to the people. So what happened was, not to spoil, it's a good documentary, you should watch it, but halfway through its life, the project and the experiment ended, so they had to give the chimp that they had raised as a human away to like a chimp farm, and the thing like really couldn't adjust for a while because it didn't understand why it was abandoned. So it still had these emotions inside of it, And I feel bad when you kind of like play with this chimp's emotion. It should have just been a chimp. Let it climb a tree and run around, throw its shit, smell its poop, eat. You know. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we manipulate animals and for our own personal emotions.
We should let them be, you know.
Yeah,
right?
let them be. Let them drink from the rivers.
And
just frolic across the skies. I had a turtle. That turtle that killed my goldfish.
Oh, that turtle?
Yeah, I started to feed it because even though I hated it because it killed my goldfish,
Right. No.
I was like interested in it because it was starting to grow and
Then what happened?
I would just feed it pellets.
Oh.
Then again, it was just gone. My mother gave it away.
Yeah, maybe your mom did it.
She probably gave it away. What are some of the greatest pets in human history? Like, aren't there like famous pets that people had? Like, didn't Catherine the Great have a horse? Or...
Michael Jackson's Bubble?
Yeah, Bubbles, right? Bubbles was famous.
Yeah.
Spuds McKenzie, that was somebody's pet.
Spuds McKenzie?
Yeah, remember the Chipotle dog? Oh,
Yeah.
no, those are two different things.
No, Chihuahua?
Chihuahua, the Yuki and Taco Bell?
Yeah, Taco Bell, yeah.
That was somebody's pet. Imagine making money off your
The
pet.
dog was in Legally Blonde?
That was the same dog?
I thought that was the same dog. I'm not sure, but...
Holy shit, so the Yokero Taco Bell dog was the dog from Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You want to know another dog that was famous? Was the dog from Gremlins, was also the dog from Pumpkinhead.
Oh, really?
His name was Mushroom in real life.
That monkey, black and white monkey, was the one is in Friends. That was in the Outbreak.
Holy shit, really? The same one?
I think same one, yeah.
That monkey's been around.
Yeah. Well, you know that Friends was in 93-4. The Outbreak movie was 95. So, you know, that could be
wow, same time. The dog in what was it? Batman Returns was the little dog in the other movie with the poodle. There's a famous poodle actor. Oh, The Burbs. The Burbs with Tom Hanks. So there's animal actors out there who are making more money than you and me combined.
I know.
How do you find an animal that could make money for you? Do you just are you just sitting there one day at home like, yo, this dog knows how to do a backflip. How do I get money for it? Or do you train it?
I think you train it, right? I mean, actually, those animal wrangler makes good money, though.
Yeah. Yo, you ever see the ones with the bears where they fucking roll around with the bears?
Yeah. I mean, did I tell you that story? I was sitting and then trainer got mad because I was sitting. And
sitting too close to the bear?
No, you're not supposed to sit in front of the bear.
What?
I don't know what it was, but you know they told us whatever you do, just stand still, don't sit. I was just sitting, you know. Then bear didn't do, so the trainer blamed me. Oh, the bear didn't act right because that guy was sitting over there.
You're kidding me.
So he wasn't good.
Yeah, you can't blame a guy sitting in a chair for your stupid fucking
yeah.
Fuck that shit. All right, let's see some world famous pets. Oh, the Grumpy Cat. Remember Grumpy Cat? Look.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yo, Grumpy Cat. You know how much money Grumpy Cat probably made for people?
No.
Millions. Because it was a meme. It was a thing. It had its own thing. Ever wonder what happened to the Grumpy Cat? Yes, but it didn't say. Oh, look, the Obama dog.
Obama dog.
Obama's dog, remember?
Oh, Obama's dog.
They called it Bo.
Oh.
That's what it says here, anyway.
Did he make the money?
U.S. President Obama was asked at his first conference what the breed of the dog was and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure it made money. Oh, yeah, Bubbles the chimp here. He's number 3 on the list.
Oh, God.
Liz Shack said that Bubbles is a painter.
What do you mean paint?
He paints. He does art in his spare time. So, he's retired now. And
is he still alive?
He's still alive. And he spends his twilight years doing paintings. Making art. Isn't that nice? Yeah. I wonder what it was like for Bubbles growing up.
You know, the talking dog Walter.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. We did that on one of the Yuki Reacts. The little French bulldog was like,
yeah.
I really think that they have something to say, these animals. Tinkerbell, Paris Hilton's dog.
Oh.
I don't remember that one too well, but it looks like a little chihuahua. The Taco Bell dog. It's called... Okay, so the Taco Bell dog was named Gidget the Chihuahua, and it rocketed to fame shortly after the launch of the Chihuahua-centric ad campaign in 1997. It was actually a replacement for Dinky the dog, which appeared in the initial commercial, but it quickly dropped out because it was unable to handle stardom. So there was an original Taco Bell dog called Dinky who couldn't handle the spotlight. What, fucking cocaine? What did it do? Drugs? Like, what the fuck? So then Gidget quickly became part of the late 90s culture. His handsome mugshot not only graced television screens, but also across the world on t-shirts, stuffed animals, billboards. And then that was it. Yeah, it's Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Remember?
Maybe different dogs, and then that dog didn't do legally brown then. No.
Maybe. I mean, it didn't say it here, but this
Right.
is just a random website. Reader's Digest. Who knows? They don't know nothing. Mr. Ed.
Of course,
He was a fucking pet.
Wow.
That was somebody owned that horse.
Owner made the money then.
Made money. I mean, Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
That was like amazing. Oh, Spuds MacKenzie. Here you go. Spuds MacKenzie was the original party animal. In the mid 80s, you couldn't spit without hitting a magazine, billboard, or television show with an ad for that crazy Budweiser frontman living it up with beers and babes. What a weird ad campaign. Is a dog who parties and drinks and fucks.
The Kabuki monkey, that monkey made the 2 million.
I don't even know about Kabuki Monkey.
The one I took to the Lincoln Center.
Oh, you said that there was a Kabuki Monkey who did like a performance,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, Scandal hit? Wait. Oh my God. Scandal hit when it was discovered that Spuds was in fact a she. Spuds MacKenzie was a she. Spuds was a female dog named Honeytree. Honeytree Evil Eye. The owners were on acid when they did that. The mascot became, Yeah, they got rid of it. Eddie the dog, a Jack Russell Terrier from Frasier. Remember Frasier?
Oh.
Dolly the sheep. I never heard of Dolly the
No,
sheep. What the
I
fuck did
don't
Dolly
know.
do? Socks the cat. You ever hear of Socks the cat?
No.
I guess it was a president's dog.
Huh.
I mean, a cat. Puxatawny Phil. That's somebody's pet? Shamu the killer whale.
Shamu, yeah, that's right.
But was that a pet or was that just a prisoner?
No, Shamu is all SeaWorld killer whale. Every SeaWorld has a Shamu.
Oh, they do? Yeah. So it's all fake Shamus?
Well, Shamu everywhere. Yeah, I mean, as long as, the
You're in a
SeaWorld,
SeaWorld,
you see the, killer whale, show, that is Shamu. So they have every SeaWorld has their own Shamu.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shamu was the second female orca ever captured and only third ever orca put on display in the public. Wow. So I guess you're right. The real Shamu died from a blood infection in 1971. SeaWorld has turned the name Shamu into a stage name for a number of killer whales that perform at the park.
All the performers were Shamu, yeah.
Oh my God, Yuki! I didn't know that. That's like what's the? I don't even know what to compare that to.
Yeah, Shamu.
Oh man, famous pets, man. Famous pets. Let's see one more thing. Famous pets. I mean, I can't even honk at Hannah, Britney Spears. Who cares about Britney Spears as an animal? I don't know. This is. There's no famous dogs anymore. What's the last famous dog that we saw on TV?
Lassie.
That was the last one.
Rin Tin Tin?
Rin Tin Tin. That was a good one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, is there even a TV show about a dog anymore?
There's not American TV, but the British TV called London.
London.
And then this dog, travels. Then every episode is like a town to town. He has an episode.
And then he like solves problems.
Solves them, yeah.
Interesting.
save the kid or say, capture the bad guy or, just troubling dog, London. Yeah.
Let's look up London. London Bridge is falling down. Pets, feed your pets.
It's a shepherd. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's a great scene. The Shaggy dog punches Dick Van Patten in the face. You ever see that?
No.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. Will you ever get a pet again?
No, I will probably kill it. I mean, it's difficult to, take care of the dog if you, live alone.
Yeah, if you live alone and you don't have the space or whatever the hell. I might get a cat. We almost got a cat a couple of weeks ago. There was 3 cats in a litter, and we were going to take 2, and Liz's brother was going to take 1, and it just fell through. So I almost had 2 cats running around here. Are you allergic to cats?
No.
You allergic to anything?
No.
Well, that's our episode on pets. Yuki, what do you have to say to our Patreon fans?
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought you were going to say go fuck yourselves, you pieces of shit. Well, we want to thank everybody. Thank you for the support. This has just been a magical journey.
I still like to do the, hiking,
hiking potluck dinner in Central Park.
Or even Prospect Park.
Park, some park. We want to thank, all of our listeners, all of our patrons. Yuki and John's Patreon Buffet. We do all sorts of shows. We also want to thank Bad Dragon, who's always lovely towards us.
Right.
And Big Dan's Original.
Right. And then
sauce.
And then if we go Vegas Jamboree.
We have coming up the Vegas Jamboree, October 6th, 7th, and 8th. We're going to be there partying. John Brennan and the Big Feet are going to do a couple of sets of music. Yuki's going to be there dressed as Elvis.
Yes.
Darcy the Mail Girl, Joe Bob Briggs, all the Mutant Fam. It's going to be unbelievable. Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas, yes.
Viva Las Yuki Nakamura.
Yes, John Brennan, and then your band, right?
Yeah, the Big Feet. We're going to go nuts. We're going to do some heavy metal. We're going to do some... We have a secret of what we're going to do, but it's going to be really... If you like TV theme songs, you're going to love this.
Oh, we do the TV theme song.
Yeah, we can do some TV theme songs. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get you out there dressed as Elvis to do the facts of life.
Oh, okay.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have
I have to practice training. You have to train.
Yeah, we'll train you. Don't worry.
Usually I don't sing, so
that's fine. Your heart sings, so we'll bring it out of you vocally with your mouth. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. On the podcast Buffer.
John and Yuki and John.
Yuki and John, Patreon Buffet.